Oh, we're getting somewhere. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are going to get right into it today. I've been itching for a few days to continue our investigation and diagnosis of the 427 big block, and we're going to take it to step 2 of our investigation. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. We read them all and we respond to them all. Let's get into it here. Excited to show you guys this. So if you go back to our initial video where we picked this guy up, we could have just as easily walked away and made him refund us our money. But we saw some things that made us believe this engine is worth saving. Come on now. And what we saw is underneath the valve covers here. Is just kind of pop this valve cover off. We certainly aren't going to use these heater hoses or these power steering hoses. This one might leak on us, so if we take it off. So let's tuck him up under here. The sender wire is broken anyway. Okay, that should get us better. You guys, you're not gonna believe this. I'm liking what I see so far. There we go. You guys are... All right. I'm gonna get some light. This is so awesome. This is why we're not giving up on this engine, folks. Look at these. Look at the tops of these heads. Super clean. Just super clean. Everything's there. Everything's just immaculate. Go over to the driver's side. Here we go again. And this engine might be stuck like crazy. But are you kidding me? Have you ever seen a, let's see, 72, a 49-year-old engine? I don't care how many miles, that clean? That's enough to get you jazzed up right there. So, put the back up in here. We are still going to phase 2 of our diagnosis. Phase 2 involves a brass hammer. If you don't have a brass hammer in your toolbox, you don't have to get a good one, but it helps to have one so you don't bend important metals. And we're just gonna, what we're doing is So we're going to tap on each one of these valves and see if we got any ones that are frozen. Okay, that one's sticky. See, it went down, but it's sticky. That one's good. That one's a little sticky. That one's good. So, number one, we've got a little bit of a sticky valve, but it's moving, so that's the main thing. Really? All right, that's good news. We have one sticky valve, maybe a couple that are a little dry or just a little slightest bit sticky. Otherwise, the valve train, well, the valve train's free. We just got this guy up here that is a little sticky, and he'll come around. That's good news. That's step 2. Now we're going to pull the spark plugs back out of this thing and play with it a little bit, see if we can't get it to turn. This has been soaking for, golly, how many days? A few, a couple, 4, 3, a million, I don't know. More than one. Been soaking for more than one day. We'll have to get, there's a number, we'll have to get the numbers off of these heads and see if we got ultra lucky and got oval port heads. We probably have the peanut heads. They aren't the most desirable. But again, given what this engine looks like, we're probably gonna run them. We don't need 1,000 horsepower out of this guy. We just want something fun to drive and mess around with. So what we've done, we have this big flange on the back of the transmission for the drive shaft. We take a couple grade 8 1/2-inch bolts, tighten them into 2 of those holes, one on each ear, and we'll use our giant pry bar on that to see if we can start rocking this engine back and forth. We might have to get the super giant pry bar. Not happy. Okay. When in doubt, get the hooligan out. Door to do this. Sorry. There it went. Okay. We got just a tick out of it. Going counterclockwise from this end. And we hit a wall here again. Okay, we added a bolt. Whoa. Okay. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna add a fourth bolt, I think. Yeah, let's get a fourth bolt. One more bolt. 4 bolts. And we can do a little more. We are making progress, folks. I thought we were. We're gonna see if we can keep going through this here. Oh, there we go. We got, hey, we got our juice coming out of number 5. Life is looking pretty good right now. I'm getting a little excited, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, now we got valves that are, oh, you guys. We're golden. She's unstuck and rolling pretty good right now. I'll go around the other end. We should be able to just roll her with the fan blade now. I see all valves moving. There's that sticky spot. We do have a sticky spot, but that's to be expected. Where's pry bar? Oh, here it is. Let's see, we're going this way now. Oh, it's not that sticky though. Well, I'll tell you what, we had a piston ring or something that was pretty well rusted, but we are completely free. Now, next step, I believe the starter will engage. We got plugs out of it. Let's see if she'll spin over on the starter a little bit. Okay, we got our battery. Vice grip to the positive and negative. We got a big positive cable goes down in the starter, and we're just gonna screwdriver this here. like it. Oops, I can't see the valves on the other side, and I keep... Very awesome. Step 4, compression test. This might be a bit premature, but I kind of want to know. And, you know, let's just see if we have anything completely dead or really low or what. We should have, you know, some, you know, difference in compression here and there, but you know, let's just see how lucky we got. Where do I keep putting that screwdriver? All right, we had to take a little bit of a break. Insert a step into our protocol because we were getting some of our cocktail that we mixed and probably some little rust pebbles and stuff from inside a couple of these cylinders. We're getting into our compression gauge and fouling it up. It wouldn't hold pressure long enough to show you it bleeding down, so I'm kind of going to go through some of this again. Okay, to recap, stuck, really stuck earlier. In fact, we bent these, at least one, two. This one's for sure pretty bent. This one's kind of starting to bend. We bent a 1/2" grade 8 bolt, putting our giant cheater bar on it to get it to finally start to budge. Once it did budge, it didn't take too much more to get her spinning pretty nice. In the end, it's pulling oil up on the starter. The insides or the underside of the valve covers on top of the head is just super clean. I'll show you. I did not even touch these with a paper towel. This is the inside of the valve covers. I mean, it just makes me smile. Here's where we are compression wise. And yeah, this is a cold engine, you know, maybe 20 or 30 rotations after it gets unstuck. So these numbers are gonna hopefully increase. Number 100 on the driver's side, 195. Here's that number 5. This is our really rusty one. That's where we were stuck, I guarantee it. 20 in that one. 130, 100, 100, 115, 100. We put a little bit more Berryman's in number 5, and we're going to let that one cook. Everything else has a little bit of lubrication in it, and we put the plugs back in for now. Next step, we got to figure out how to make this combination a little bit more mobile so we don't always have to try and work on it in this kind of confined space. Over here is kind of a pain in the you know what. But we're pretty happy. It spins over nicely. And you got to keep in mind, folks, this is a 8-to-1 or so compression engine, so I'm not too worried about the 100 area mark at all. These truck engines were built with low compression in mind, not a lot of high RPM, but a lot of low end torque, which equals tire smoke. So we're pretty pleased about that. We're gonna let her cook a little bit more though. Got to get the number off the Holly so we can get a kit coming for that, and we'll be ready for when it's time to stab this into. We'll walk over here, and I think I called this a 62. I don't know what I was thinking, but we've got our 63 long bed City of Ulm 1963 C20. It's got the 6-cylinder in it. The 6-cylinder turns about as easy as that did when we brought it home. So I mean, it's a 3/4 ton, so it's got full floater rear axle under it. Probably a Dana 60, might be a 14 bolt. I haven't looked yet, but it'll definitely hold up to the big block, and this is where we're going with it. So we're pretty excited about that. But that's it for this installment of, you know, kind of sort of get your 427 big block unstuck and continue the healing process. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for clicking the bell, liking our stuff and subscribing and following us on our social medias. Go back and watch some of our other videos. You might find one or two that are, you know, entertaining. But hey, appreciate you, and we will see you on the next one.